implementing it through the nation states they control, through the IMF, World Bank, UN. We're already in the world government. They're picking off the last countries they didn't control.
Yes, and the key one they want is Iran, because that's vital not just to control of the region, but also it's in that area around the Caspian Sea, going up to Georgia, another George Soros Brzezinski revolution. Put that guy Saakashvili in, who's just a front man for him, and all these other countries around the Caspian Sea, where there are fantastic reserves of oil and gas. So if this map, if people carry it around with them or keep it with them, they can unless something intervenes here, they can start ticking these countries off, because
yes.
that's not a real a map to them. It's a wish list. That's what it is.
And
they've been
David,
planning this for so long.
David, I want to shift gears into some other issues when we come back, but you're absolutely spot on here. But what about Obama, the Peace Prize winner? Now they're talking about another Peace Prize. So now war is peace.
Well, this is the mind game that's going on, Alex, that we've been talking about. The idea is to manipulate people's sense of perception so they do actually see that opposites are not opposites, but actually are the same, like war is peace.
Oh, it's amazing to watch it, and liberals praising Soros because he helped round people up with the Nazis, and then they say, if you're not for that, you're a Nazi. I mean, this is total mind control. We'll be right back.
Are you still a traditional smoker? Now experience a new lifestyle and try vaping with e-cigarettes by LaSig. Imagine no ashes, stains, nasty smell, or coughing and hacking. With LaSig e-cigarettes' revolutionary microelectronic technology, rechargeable battery, and unique replaceable cartridge, you'll get all the benefits and satisfaction of smoking without the hazards. Choose your taste from a wide variety of our new American-made vape-free e-liquids at LaSig.com. And LaSig smokes the competition by serving thousands of worldwide customers with real people customer service, fast, free, same-day shipping, and a 30-day warranty and satisfaction guarantee. So are you ready for a new vaping lifestyle? Then call 870-518-4307. That's 870-518-4307. Or visit LaSig.com, spelled LECIG.com. LaSig e-cigarettes for today's modern smoker.
Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. The earthquake, tsunami, and nuclear disaster that killed thousands of Japanese citizens is nothing compared to the devastation that could be caused by hyperinflation that will soon hit the United States and could lead to millions of Americans becoming homeless, all caused by the devalued U.S. dollar. While the mainstream media continues to ignore inflation, our friends at the National Inflation Association provide a free weekly newsletter that educates Americans of the facts and truth about the U.S. economy and inflation. I urge you to sign up at the NIA's free newsletter at www.inflation.us to learn how you can not only survive, but prosper during the upcoming hyperinflation crisis. Silver has more than doubled since the NIA declared silver the best investment for the next decade on inflation.us. The NIA's team of expert economists are happy to answer any economic questions you have about inflation, debt, currencies, real estate, precious metals, and commodities. Visit inflation.us to learn the economic truth that the mainstream media ignores.
This message starts with a great offer from Big Berkey Water Filters, because we don't want you drinking dangerous water 1 minute longer. Right now, purchase any filter system from BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com to get your choice of 2 Berkey Sport bottles, a KDF shower filter, a set of fluoride filters, or our new sight glass spigot absolutely free. Why do this? Because over 60% of municipal water is fluoridated, and at less than 2 cents per gallon, Berkey Water Filters purify both treated and untreated water, removing dangerous chlorine, fluoride, and other contaminants. Big Berkey water filters are powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water, so they're perfect for rainwater collection systems and emergency preparedness. Remember, Big Berkey includes free shipping on every order over $50, and GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit BIGBERKEY waterfilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY. That's BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call today 1-877-99-BERKEY.
I say I shot the sheriff, but I swear it was...
We were just talking about the Orwellian way by design. They're training you to be a slave. When they go before the city council and point out with medical doctors a 7-fold increase in bone cancer, from fluoride in the water, they laugh. When you go with CBS News about them putting uranium in Texas water knowingly, they laugh. They know full well. They enjoy it. It's all part of the fun. Now, remember, they've got troop ships off the coast. A Marine Corps general 2 weeks ago said they are preparing to invade. The UN resolution, they say, well, it's going to be a ground force of peace, but we will never ground invade. We will invade, but the military bombing is a kinetic action, not a bombing. And we're going to invade, but we're not going to invade. And you go, but you're using doublespeak there. And they go, no, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Being able to breathe is a conspiracy theory. Being able to tie your shoelaces is a conspiracy theory. Being able to go, well, raising safe radiation levels 25,000 times, EPA, because the levels are going up on the West Coast, that doesn't still make it safe. Even the old level was dangerous. And they go, no, you're a conspiracy theorist. I'm George Monbiot. I now love radiation. I'm Ann Coulter. And they're just counting on you to go, okay, here is CBS News, just out, going up on Infowars.com. General, U.S. may consider troops in Libya. Our troops were there 6 weeks ago when this started. The British troops, the CIA. They admittedly have Al-Qaeda as the vanguard. Army General Carter Ham says ground forces wouldn't be ideal. Oh, see, first we would never do it, but may be possible with the aid of Webbles, says current operation largely stalemated. Oh, so there's always been ground troops. Now the troop ships have arrived, but there'll never be a ground invasion, but there will be a ground invasion, David.
Yeah, I was looking at this the other day. In Britain, they were making statements earlier on in this Libyan operation saying they wouldn't arm the rebels. And then suddenly when the rebels started getting pushed back, it was like, oh, well, we can't rule it out. We can't take it off the table. And, of course, the question...
They'd already armed them before that.
I know. But the thing is, if this rebel army, or whatever you want to call it, does not take the country, and they're clearly not going to take the country the way things are going or anything like, then they'll just up the ante and up the ante and up the ante and go back on assurances that they had before, because the idea is to take the country. And that's what the whole thing's about. And it's got so ludicrous. I mean, the thing is so ludicrous that the commander of the NATO operation, speaking in Europe, I think it was a few days ago, he said that they were there to protect civilians, and so they would also attack the rebels if they were killing civilians. Well, it's now been shown very clearly. There's another story today about this, and another example, that NATO bombers have been killing civilians. So did NATO bomb themselves now in retaliation? I mean, the whole thing's insane. But what we're seeing, what you mentioned earlier about the mind game, over the years, you see where they'll say, sugar's bad for you, and that sugar's bad for you, and then they'll come out and say, well, no, sugar's not bad for you, and all this stuff. And I remember my mother going years back where she used to say, oh, they tell you this, and then they tell you that, I can't be doing with it. And people switch off because they're given this constantly reversed information. It's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad. And eventually they're looking for a switch-off point, and that's what's going on with all this mind game. This is why they're saying ludicrous things like radiation of fantastic levels is good for you, and then it's bad for you, and then it's good for you. And eventually people switch off and think, I can't be doing with it. And what's that? It's a form of acquiescence. They've stopped taking part in the game, stopped taking part in the situation, and become acquiescent to it.
Well, that's exactly what they're doing, but they're doing it out of desperation because you've got one group of people getting more dumbed down, more servile, more prepared to accept up is down, down is up, black is white, white is black, war is peace, death is life. But then you've got an even larger group beginning to form who's becoming more and more enlightened and astute and aware. 20 more minutes with David Icke. He's been gracious. DavidIcke.com. I'm Alex Jones with Infowars.com. Other key issues straight ahead. Stay with us.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, Guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond Gusset Jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond Gusset Jeans got it. Others don't.
Coast to coast. Direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
We now take you live to the Central Texas Command Center and the heart of the resistance, rallying patriots worldwide. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
We are back live now into hour number 4. David Icke's our guest. We were just talking during the break about the fact that the globalists are horrified. One level is afraid of the next level, and the next level in this pyramid, in this psychopathic system. David, break that down, the psychology of psychopaths and the sociopaths and sadists that work for them.
Well, it's a pyramid of terror, really, because one level has control over the next level, and so that level's frightened of it. But it's frightened of the level above it, and it's frightened of the level above it. And ultimately, there is a spider in the center of the web. We can discuss and have different views about what that spider is, from which everything is coming out from. But they are all absolutely terrified of that spider. And the Rothschilds and families like that are very close to the spider, which is one of the key reasons why so many within the structure are terrified of the Rothschilds and do whatever they say. So you look at these people and, you know, like Soros, you know, on one level he will have power, but he's carrying out an agenda for those much more powerful than him, and woe betide if he doesn't do it, and doesn't do it the way he's told to do it, and isn't successful in what he's told to do. So they seem kind of arrogant on one level, and I'm sure they are, but there is this constant pyramid of fear, and what they've done is transfer that structure, if you like, into human society, if you look at it, which is a society overwhelmingly based on fear. Fear of tomorrow, fear of what's going to happen next week, fear of this, fear of that. The whole of human society is based on fear, and it's a reflection of the structure that is controlling human society, which is completely based on fear. And like I say, they're terrified of the Rothschilds when they come to call, because the Rothschilds are so close to this spider, whatever we choose to believe it is.
Continuing, what do you expect to see them doing now as they come more and more out in the open? Because we've already revealed them, so now they've got to reveal themselves in their own way.
Well, you know, I said this years ago. There was always a time when they had no choice but to put it on public display, because when you're manipulating over a long period of time behind the scenes in the shadows to turn the world into a certain structure, into a certain way of operation, a certain way of control and enforcement, then there comes a time when that society has to start becoming obvious to people, because if it doesn't, then you're not going to introduce it. And I said years ago, there's going to come a window of time when we're going to see this come into public display, and it's going to be undeniable where it's going. And we're entering that period now very, very quickly. And the idea is to throw everything at us. We must be strong. We must be calm and not panic and not get caught in the whole wave of fear and all the rest of it, because they are in the period where they're going to throw everything at humanity to put us in a state of acquiescence that they can come along and say, we are the people that can sort it out. But to sort it out, this is what's got to happen. And also, through these dumbing down, constant shocks, constant sources for fear and worry and terror, to put people in the mental and emotional state of the mouse in the laboratory maze, where we basically go into almost a zombie-like state of acquiescence, where we don't almost need controlling.